Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, guys. Please subscribe. If you're loving the channel, subscribe. I want to push. And then, like I've mentioned before, when I get to 2K, I'm going to start showing my face and doing more faces where I'm showing my faces, videos where I show my face. Yeah. But anyway, let's get to it. The topic of today is asking ourselves which Kaizer Chiefs players need the most support from the fans. Which players do we feel deserve our support and need our support because they can actually become better players? So let's kick it off. Number one, Castillo. Castillo is new in the country. Yes, he may be old, like 10 29, but he's new to the country, new to South African football. So he still has to adjust to our football, and he just has to find his place because, like we've mentioned before, Castillo is a makeshift defensive midfielder. He's not a natural defensive midfielder. So now in Chiefs, he's going to be forced to become a defensive midfielder, meaning that he's used to going forward a lot, but now he's going to have to find a way to not lose his ways and go forward and leave the defense not leave the defense basically open. So yeah, Castillo is number one, guys. Let's support Castillo. Support. Next one, Samke Zwane. Samke Zwane is young. Number one, like one thing you'll know about this video is that I will be saying support for a lot of the young guys because they need it. But Samke Zwane is young, and one thing's for sure, I think I didn't add this disclaimer, but I will be leaving out players who I feel will most likely not play and who I feel are not ready or not at the standard of the current group of players. So, for example, a player that people would have said, why didn't you add this player? Ubvuma, the keeper, and Umulife, the goalkeeper. I didn't add them because chances are it's gonna be Kune and Peterson. Like the chances of Vuma and the rest playing is not so great. But yeah, so that's an example. Number two, Samke Zwane, wait, before I'm done, Samke Zwane, because he's young, and number one, his thing here I wish he worked on most in the off season is his defense. Samke Zwane's defense needs to improve because Samke can easily become our best defensive midfielder in a very, very long time. So Samke Zwane. Next player. The next three players are the most important players for me because they're going to be our number 10s, meaning that they're going to have to contribute to goals from like assists, contribute to plays, and then number most important, actually score goals. So number one, Duduzim Tanzania. So I added Umduduzi Mtanzania because Umdu, his biggest thing that he's going to have to face is adapting to Kaizer Chiefs pressure. Where he was at Cape Town City and all those other teams, he didn't have pressure. Now he's at Chiefs. So now the mistakes you make, the Kaizer Chiefs fans will highlight. But with this one, guys, I say we know how good Mdu can be when he hits his form. So with this player, I feel we need to get behind him, even if he has a slow start, because Mdu can easily become an 8 goals a season player. I mean, 8 goals in a league is not bad for number 10, and even maybe let's say 8 to 12 assists. He is good enough to do that. So Mdu, Tanzania needs our support, guys. Let's go out and support him. Next player is Nkosi Ngcobo. This one is one I had to take my time to decide because Nkosi Ngcobo is no longer young. He's turning 24 this year, so the boy is no longer young. So now it's up to him. The ball is in his court. So when I say the ball is in his court, I mean that it's up to him to fight to be in the squad, and it's up to him to improve his fitness. It's up to him to improve his defense in order to play. We saw against Yanga that Umdu still has his touch, he still has his flair, but he needs to work on the things that are going to make him play because Umdu is slow. And that's the problem. That's why players like Umtanzane and Umduduze Shabala will always be ahead of him because Ngcobo is slow. So Ngcobo needs to improve his pace, improve his recovery in defense, etc. So if he improves his recovery, he'll be good to go. So Nkosi, if I have to say, Nkosi needs our support as well because we know what he can be and he's a player that should be playing. He must get minutes this season. Next player, is Mdu Shabalala. Mdu Shabalala needs our support because he's young. Guys, let's not put too much pressure on the boy. The boy basically carried the Chiefs at the age of 19. He basically carried our attack at the age of 19. So let's not put pressure on him, but also, Mdu, you need to score goals. Mdu Shabalala, you need to score goals. That is your focus this season. Convert, 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 because we know you can score goals. We've seen you in the younger leagues and the younger Bafana setups, etc. We know you can score goals. So, boy, keep your head up, and we are supporting you this season through and through. You are you. If we have to be honest, you are most likely the best player in the squad, but it's up to you to realize that you are the best player in the squad. So, Mfana, get strong and yeah, get those goals. Next one. So the next ones are a bit shaky ones, right? So shaky because I feel like hey, there are difficult topics for me to cover because hey, they have a lot of faults in them. But yeah, let's kick it off. Kamo Mahlatsi. The reason why I added this boy is because there's something there, guys. There's something there, but he hasn't found a coach who is going to ignited. The player I want everyone to remember, right? And the player I want everyone to remember when I say this is Mandla Masango. Mandla Masango, we all knew he had talent. Everyone knew he had talent. But we just didn't understand why the boy could never reach his potential until he found Stuart Baxter on that transition football, and the boy was amazing. Umandla Masango was amazing. Him and George Libisi, Malule, it was beautiful to watch. I won't lie. When those boys were on the field, they were beautiful to watch. Umandla Masango at his last season of Kaizer Chiefs, he was just a marvel to watch. So Mandla Masango. So the reason I add that, I'm like, Kamohelo Mahlatsi has that Mandla Masango thing. Guti, Chiefs must not make a mistake and loan him out. Keep that boy in there and just make sure you give him substitution appearances. He has something there. And I know a lot of people doubt him, but that boy has something. He has goals in him. He just needs the coach who's going to unlock those goals. And then next one, Tebogo Potsane. Potsane needs our support. He's under Chiefs pressure. Chiefs pressure is hectic, and I feel like the boy doesn't realize how hectic it's going to be. But one thing we know about Potsane from watching him play at Royal AM, and I believe even Celtics, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was his team, if I'm not mistaken. But the boy has energy for days. The boy can run 90 minutes. The boy is creative. But Potsane, one thing I'll tell you, boy, is that you can't do a Royal AM like last season and only have 0 goals. You have to score goals, because if you're going to be playing from the right, you're going to be playing with Saile. Saile's only thing is goals. So Potsane, get those goals. But Chiefs fans, we need to support the boy. He's going to take some time to adapt, we know, but maybe after maybe 10, 15 games, the boy will start to kick in. Hopefully sooner, but it's Chiefs pressure is different. So let's give the boy some support. Now, this one is probably maybe the most important, other than Umdu, but then and Ungobo. But then Wandile Duba. Wandile Duba needs our support when he plays, because that's the biggest challenge we had with Wandile Duba last year, especially with Zwane. Zwane did not play the boy. The boy needs to play. The boy needs minutes. The boy can score goals, but you can't score if you don't play. So coaches must play him. Fans, when he's on the field, we praise him. When he's not off the field, we praise him. We support him. When he misses, we support him. We clap our hands. We don't show his substitution. Substitute. No, gents. No, family, we don't do that. We support Duba. Duba is going to be an 18-goal player in the league, not counting cup competition. He is going to score 18 goals in a league, but only with the right support. So let's support Utube. So I know a lot of, now that's my list. I'm done with my list. And I know a lot of you are asking yourselves, like, why didn't I include Saile and stuff like that? And I don't even want to talk about Caleb, but like, why don't you want to include Saile and stuff like that? And the thing is that Saile is a foreign player. When you're a foreign player, you are here for no other reason than to work. You need to work. So in Sahile's case, I won't say support or anything. It's up to him, guys. Because one thing I can tell, even if I tell you guys as fans to support him, Sahile, if he keeps missing and making those greedy mistakes that he makes, eventually the fans will turn on him. And like hardcore, I think he's one of the players who the fans will turn on him hardcore and it won't be nice. And I don't want that to happen, but it's a reality that it will happen if he keeps messing up. So Sahile, this one's on you. You need to work yourself. As a foreign player, unfortunately, it's all on you. You need to put in hours after practice. Don't, if the South African players leave practice early, when stay in the gym and work and work and work and put pressure on yourself. So that's one. Sahili, I know people are like, I'm being harsh on Caleb. Look, Caleb, I feel just needed alone. Maybe let's. But personally, I don't believe in Caleb. I don't believe he can. He's a player for Kaizer Chiefs specifically. But I feel like Caleb needs to be loaned so he doesn't take space for a player like Duba. Duba needs to play for Kaizer Chiefs this season. So if I was Chiefs, I would loan Caleb to like a new team, maybe Polokwane City or Richards Bay. I think wanted him, something like that. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think about the list. Which player do you think needs the most support? These are the players I believe in. And yes, guys, please like and subscribe, like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get to it. Which player needs the most support from Chiefs fans? Tell me, guys, tell me.